once you have your project started, this is what Scratch will look like, whether it's the downloaded version or the web-based program. It's going to look the same way. You have kind of four main areas in this section. The first one's the stage. This is where you have your sprite that you're currently using. The default sprite is always the little cat. You can manipulate that cat. You can take it out and put your own sprite in. We'll learn how to do that later. But for right now, this first section is called the stage. The second spot that you're going to use is just below the stage, and this shows what sprite you're currently using and what backdrop you have. Since our backdrop is white, this is displaying our current white backdrop, and our cat is the sprite that we're using, so there it displays the sprite for you. Any other sprites that you add or backdrops that you add will display in this section. The section in the middle, right here, is called the Scripts Pane, and this is probably the most important section. It's going to show all your different scripts that you can use, and what these are, they're pre-created pieces of code that you can drag and drop to create your program. You can select on the title that you want, the main heading, and then you can pick any of the scripts available to you. These other two sections, costume and sounds, we'll work on those later on in the lesson. And the last section is where all the magic happens. Right here, beside the Scripts pane, is your canvas. This is where you're going to put your code in. This is where you're going to create all of your programming. You can see up here in the corner where your script is displayed. It's showing your X and Y axis. When you move your script in the stage, it changes where your X and Y are. From this point, I'm going to have you mess around, experiment, make your sprite do something, throw different pieces of code in, little different pieces of script in. The easy ones to start with are events. So you say when the green flag is checked, and below that you'll have your actions. So if I just want to make my script move, I'm going to say when the green flag is clicked, I want my sprite to move 10 steps. So then when I click it, the sprite moves 10 steps. Very, very small. We can get it to 100 so we can see it a little bit better. So I moved it a little bit further. You can do all kinds of things like make it turn, point in a specific direction, and all of these will give you more effects you can add to your sprite. So like I said, just mess around with that, do something interesting, and then save that program, and you'll submit it for the next assignment.